Putting Evidence into Practice, Management and Prevention of Pediatric Obesity in Canada. Putting Evidence into Practice tool was developed by content experts in the area of pediatric obesity management and prevention. The purpose of these slides is to provide a tool for health practitioners that identifies the pediatric recommendations from the 2006 Canadian Clinical Practice Guidelines on the management and prevention of obesity in adults and children, and provides information on how to implement each recommendation. The recommendation and corresponding content contained in the slide set have been taken directly from the 2006 Canadian Clinical Practice Guidelines on the management and prevention of obesity in adults and children. In addition, supplementary information has been provided based on current practices and the practical experiences of the contributors. This video has been developed to give an overview of the Putting Evidence into Practice slide set. In it, we will show you how to download the Putting Evidence into Practice file, give an overview of the Putting Evidence into Practice slides, show you the supplementary resources, and review how to customize this tool for your own presentations. The Putting Evidence into Practice slide set is available free to Canadian Obesity Network members for download as a PowerPoint file. It is intended for use by healthcare professionals. If you are not a CON member, you can register by clicking on the Join link located beside the Login button and following the simple steps to obtaining your user ID and password. Once you've logged into the website, you can download the slide set by clicking on the Putting Evidence into Practice link located in the Download area and choosing the Save File option in the pop-up window. Design elements in the Putting Evidence into Practice slides help orient the user to the content and provide structure to maintain the overall flow of the presentation. The content is divided into topical sections and subdivided by recommendation. Different colors and numbers distinguish each section. Here we see the title slide for Section 1. This tells us that the remainder of the slides relating to pediatric obesity in Canada will be blue. A capital R is used to identify a recommendation from the Clinical Practice Guidelines. Here's an example of a title slide for a recommendation. After the title slide is the recommendation itself. You can see the R in the top left-hand corner of the slide header, here. Content from the Clinical Practice Guidelines about how to implement a recommendation is next. To provide practical, clinically relevant information about how to implement a recommendation, input from content experts is also provided. This information is identified by a box displaying the text Supplementary Information that appears in the upper right-hand corner of the slide. Finally, an algorithm assists in navigating the recommendations that deal with management and prevention of pediatric obesity. This flowchart allows you to see the relationship between recommendations and how they apply in practice. Here we see the algorithm for the BMI screening recommendation. As you progress through the management and prevention sections, the algorithm slide will reappear to illustrate your movement through each topic. The Putting Evidence into Practice slides have been designed so that users may make custom presentations incorporating all or some of the slides. You can easily customize the Putting Evidence into Practice slides for your own presentations. With the file open in the PowerPoint program, you can choose which slides you want to keep and which you would like to get rid of. Under the View header, choose the Slide Sorter option, and while holding the Control key on your keyboard, you can drag your mouse cursor across the multiple slides that you wish to get rid of. You can distinguish which slides have been selected by whether they have a highlighted border around them. Once you have selected the slides you wish to delete, you can simply hit the Delete button on your keyboard to remove the selected slides. We do encourage users to include the introductory section of the slide set in any presentations they develop. This section is colored in red and contains the title page, purpose, index, and acknowledgement slides. If you wish to add your own content slides, we've supplied PowerPoint templates to match the formatting used in each of the sections of the Putting Evidence into Practice slide set. These are available for download from the Resources section of this page, here. You can download the slide templates by clicking on the link and choosing the Save File option. Furthermore, handout templates have also been provided, so you can develop your own handouts to go along with your customized presentation. We hope that this tutorial has been helpful and that you will find the dissemination slide set to be a useful tool.